When they plugged up the hole down there, water started filling in that hole where the huge vein of quartz used to sit. So all that mud and water came in. That's why we had those two cars back there. They actually pulled stuff out of here in the 80s. But this still ran, and all they had to do was dry it off with WD-40 on it. But I'll show you something. It's actually not running now today. And the ironic part is the gun still works, but the modern air pressure unit is broken. So if that shows you something about nowadays, I don't know what else won't, but that's what's not working. It's supposed to be a lot louder than that. So I apologize about that. It's broken right now. We're working on it. We're going to get it fixed. But it's really powerful. It would do the sledgehammer job for you. It would come out and hit the wall, operating off the air pressure, and come back and rotate at the same time. Build up a lot of friction when you're doing that. So they had a hole in the center right here. And that's kind of working like a radiator. The water would come out of the front here and take all that heat with it, and also turn all the dust and the mud. And they come out the hole, and then you didn't need to replace it so much. So you'd be drilling a bunch of holes, clear this out, blast this place full of dynamite, and then come back in and find a lot of quartz, hopefully. People working here, though, would lose their hearing within about 3 months. That's because this thing would operate about 200 psi. Very, very, very powerful. Now, if you look right above you folks right here, that's actually the weakest part of the tunnel. Just kidding. I'll show you something else about it, though. This is Nikola Tesla's design. Why don't you step right there, buddy? This is Nikola Tesla's design. He actually figured out how to harness the energy of Niagara Falls, despite popular belief of all the scientists of his time, with this alternating current. When he did that, he was able to make smaller generators. In fact, his technology went over even into the Hoover Dam later after he passed away. But right here, they bought 2 of his smaller generators and put them down at the river down there next to the stamp mill, and had copper wire come all the way from those generators right to here. It had a positive charge. The carts would have rods extending up to there, and the tracks would be negatively charged, and that would make the carts go up and down, kind of like bumper carts. So you can see it's slightly uphill. They did that by design. That way the empty carts would go uphill to fight gravity. When they were full of quartz, they come back downhill, and gravity would help pull them back on down. Fun fact, this place is home to the very first portable restroom of their time. It was used down here. It was just a regular cart, and you would smell it coming probably before you heard it. You would come around the corner, everyone had to pile on it and do their business and get off. You had no soap, no running water, and worst of all, no toilet paper. It was really smelly down here after a while. We're going to head on up this way.
See, so Brian, they do have power. Rails take people about 2 years. It's in a cart right now.
Do you guys like yelling?
No. Yes. No. No. Hey, stop it. No.
Okay, well, you know, kids your age were actually paid to yell back then. When you were about 7 to 12 years of age, you would be down here working, and your job was to yell, "Fire in the hole," don't do it. You'd yell, "Fire in the hole," really loud and warn everyone the dynamite was about to go off. And the reason you have kids working down here is because you'd have a lot of wires dangling. And if you had an adult running up and down these tunnels, he could very well run into one of those. And you can imagine all the juice going through them to power the entire mine. He would just get put down on the ground and die right then and there. And everyone from that point on wouldn't be worried about the dynamite. It was going to go off. That shockwave would come through and really mess everyone up. So when you had kids down here, they couldn't reach those wires if they even wanted to. They'd run up and down here yelling that, and they get paid roughly 50 cents a day, which is a pretty good deal for them. But back then there were no laws against their parents taking their kids' money, so they probably never seen their money anyway. It just went towards the family budget to bring food on the table and everything. And that's because when you moved down here, you didn't have any property usually, so you had to pay rent. And rent prices were very, very high, kind of like how they are in North Dakota with the oil boom up there. The rent's very high, and that takes a lot of your money away. So even though you'll end up at the end of the day making more money than people would in Dahlonega, a lot of it's going to be going to rent, taxes, and paying for food and everything. So everyone would gather up into this hole. When they heard fire in the hole, you'd have about 5 minutes to get in here. You'd be off to a 90-degree angle of the dynamite going off, and most of that shockwave would go by. You'd have to cover your ears, though, so your eardrums wouldn't burst. And actually open up your mouth so your lungs didn't expand too much. Imagine having your lungs expand in your body. That would be bad for the rest of your organs and stretch out your lungs. So they're doing both of those things probably the hard way. Very dangerous down here. Also, you would get silicosis when you left and went to go find that quartz that just got blasted on the ground, because that quartz would still be in the air. The silicosis would start and it got into your lungs. When it got into your lungs, it would start scratching up against your lungs and making you bleed internally. So there were lots of ways to get harmed down here. All right, we're going to head up this way. Look right here, you got stalagmites along the bottom and stalactites along the side of the wall. They're the white rock. Who remember which ones are which? Stalagmites are growing up, so they might make it to the top, and stalactites will cling tightly to the side of the wall. Most important thing to remember, though, is not to touch them, because the oils on your hands will actually rub up on them and stop them from growing, and they take forever to grow anyway. So please do not touch the stalagmites or stalactites.
Thank you.
Well, just that, sir.
Thank you.
Maybe it's from the water dripping. But the same one was not.
It was nice and cool down there, wasn't it?
What a difference.
I know.